Hello, my friends, viewers, and followers. I'm so glad you tuned back in for this very special video for the first of Advent. And today I come to you with a special story that I would really like you to think about. And actually, when I prepared for doing these videos, I tried to find the story again to reread it so I can tell it actually a little better. But I actually searched and searched and I couldn't find it. So I will try to tell you this story without having listened to it. So I hope I remember everything right. And I pray that will go smoothly and actually inspire you. So today we're going to think about there is a man, a hermit, that lived all by himself in the mountains in a cave. And he lived way up and he could look down into the valley, and there was a green field where the sheep were gathering and feeding. And there was always this shepherd attending to the flock. And one day the hermit was just so peacefully praying and being in a really good and happy state. He looked down into the valley and he saw that there came some bad men, and they actually they beat down the shepherd. And he saw that, so he came running out of this cave and he looked for the shepherd, but the shepherd, when he came, was already dead. And he thought, man, I have so much peace. There's so much turmoil in this world. So I'm going to go and travel in the world, and I'm going to spread what I have, my peace with God. I'm going to spread throughout the world. This is such an injustice. So he packed up all of his stuff and started to go on a journey. So when he started, he didn't come very far. There was another man that came and asked him if he could join in with his travels. And he thought, hey, I have a good companion. That's kind of nice. So let's go together. So they both were on their way. And they didn't walk pretty far the first day. And then they came into a house, and there was a family, and they took them both in, and they had this tiny little baby, and this family was so beautiful and so welcoming to them. The hermit, was so grateful that they took care of everything for them. They gave him food and really nice a bed to stay and all these kind of things. So that was just beautiful. So as they laid down into bed, he noticed that his companion actually got up and he strangled the little infant baby. The hermit was really now scared and thinking, oh my God, what kind of companion do I have here? He was really scared of him, but he was also scared of him to tell him to get lost. So he told that his companion, what in the world are you doing? And this companion said, I'm the angel of the Lord sent by God, and this is what I'm supposed to do. So he was even more afraid. He's thinking, this is supposed to be an angel of God, and he just killed the infant. That's kind of weird. But he got even more scared because of the power he felt through his companion. I mean, really, if he was an angel taking a form of a man, it was really kind of like a scary situation. But he wanted to still leave him behind, or let him get lost. So next day they traveled further, and they came into a house. And in this house, they were not welcome. They were like, oh, yeah, you can stay in the stable here, have a piece of bread. And this was a really wealthy man. He could have provided good lodging, good food, but he only gave the poorest of the poor. So they had to stay in the stable, sleeping on straw and just eating dry bread and water. And in the evening, when they met their host, that angel gave, for as a thankful, it gave that rich man a beautiful, most beautiful, precious cup of gold. And the hermit was like, well, this isn't right. You give these people a cup of precious gold? The other family was so welcoming, and you killed their baby. This man, this rich man, he's so proud and mean and just let us hunger and starve and have a bed in the straw, and you give him for that a golden cup? That's not right. And he was thinking in his heart, that angel, it cannot be sent by God. It has to be from the devil. It has to be from Satan, because that's really not okay. I mean, really, giving that mean man a cup of gold. So they went on their way again, and he thought, man, I need to lose that companion. Really, that's not a good companion to have with me. So they met a man on a bridge, and this was a beggar on the bridge, and they were talking really nicely to him, and they were kind of lost on their way. So they wanted to know from this beggar where the way is, where should they go. And the beggar told them their way. He even shared everything that he had with them to eat. You know, he didn't have much, but everything that he had, he shared. And the angel, the companion of the hermit, killed him. Just killed him afterwards. And now the hermit was like, this is it. We have to be apart. This cannot be from God. How can this injustice be done? This poor man has just shown us the way, shared everything that he had. You gave that mean man a golden cup, and you killed the infant of this poor family who was so generously to us. How can that be from God? Get away, Satan. And the angel, he just looked at the hermit and said, you don't understand everything. You see, we went to this beautiful, loving family, and this baby that you have seen, he would have become a mass murderer. Because God loved that child so much, he took it to him early, so all the bad things wouldn't happen, and he would not go to hell and not be condemned. So in order to save that baby and to save the family from so much grief, I took the baby. Then why did you give that mean man a golden cup who was treating us so bad and he was so proud? And the angel replied, because some people will get all their riches in heaven, and some who will have nothing in heaven, who will go actually be condemned and go to hell. They can have everything here on earth. That's fine. Let them enjoy their riches before they go to hell, because they're not going to be saved. And then why did you kill the poor beggar who was giving us good directions? He was so nice. Why did you kill him? And the angel said, after we would have left, he would have gone towards the town, the next town, and he would get into a fight there, and he would have killed another man in the fight. And he's such a good person. I wanted to prevent him from killing someone. So God took him to him. This is why I've been sent. And then the angel left the hermit. The hermit stood there in awe. And all I want to say is that we oftentimes don't have an answer why God does sometimes injustice or, treats people the way it is. They're good people, but or maybe you're a good person, but you're experiencing struggle and loss and, poverty and whatever it is. But there's a reason. There's a reason behind that we often cannot see with our eyes and do not understand because we don't have the whole entire picture. So this is supposed to be an inspirational story that lets you think. Maybe there is a reason behind what I'm experiencing when somebody else is experiencing. And then you always have that injustice. Why are the rich so rich and they're mean and they're planning, scheming really evil things? Well, sometimes it's been given to them. They can enjoy it here, but they will have nothing later on. So I hope this was inspiring to you, and I hope to see you on the next video. Till then, God bless you.